upon a time, there was a family who lived in a big house all by itself in the middle of great big woods. There was Mummy. She was very beautiful. Everyone loved her, especially Uncle Harold. He wasn't my real uncle, just make-believe. Mummy made people laugh because she was so happy herself. Then there was Daddy. He was very handsome and very kind. Everybody said that about him. And last of all, because she was the youngest, there was Susan. She had no brothers or sisters, so she was on her own a lot. But she didn't mind this, because she had her own special house in the woods that her daddy had built for her when she was a very little girl. Sometimes, when the grown-ups were all busy, Susan would go there and do what she liked most of all.
You moved again, Tim. You keep doing that, I'll never get this picture finished. Now sit still, all of you. Hello. Would you like me to draw your picture? This one isn't finished yet, but I'm sure they won't mind. Who is it? I can't see with the sun like that. Who is it? Who are you?
Still don't understand why you wouldn't let me come over to Switzerland for you. We could have spent a couple of weeks and traveled all over Europe.
Oh, I would have loved it. But Dr. Schweitzman thought it was best that I come alone.
I still think I should have traveled with you.
Mother, you fuss too much.
I know I do. But it's only because I love you and I want to take care of you.
And I love you, too. How is everyone at the house?
Fine. I gave the staff a couple of weeks off. I thought it would be a good idea if we had a little time to spend together alone.
Harold will have us both waiting on him hand and foot.
No chance.
How is he?
Fine.
Is he still drinking?
How did you know he was drinking?
Well, I remember last summer when you both came to visit me at the clinic. I can't remember. Did Daddy drink?
Yes, he did. But he could handle his liquor.
Mother, why did you marry Harold?
Oh, after your father died, you were away in Switzerland. I don't know, I was lonely, I suppose. Harold was very kind. Not the most perfect grounds for a marriage, is it?
But he loves you.
That he does. Now, that's enough about Harold. You're the one that's important. I'm going to fatten you up and buy you lots of pretty clothes. Darling, it is wonderful to have you home. His name is John, in case you forgot.
Oh, Mother. John, how marvelous to see you again.
Welcome home, Miss Susan.
Thank you. Oh, it's so good to be home.
The place hasn't been the same since without you here, Mrs. Jennings.
I've given Miss Susan the blue room. Would you take her bags up, please?
Right away.
He's been like a cat on hot bricks ever since I told him you were coming home. You must be desperately tired.
Oh, I slept a little on the train.
Well?
It feels smaller somehow.
Oh, it's the same size, I assure you.
You're back, then. I said, you're back, then,
Hello, Harold.
my dear.
Doesn't she look marvelous?
She looks older.
I am older.
So am I, my dear. A lifetime older. And wiser. Oh, would you care for a drink?
No, thank you.
Then you won't mind if I... Ladies?
I'll take you to your room. I didn't give you your old room back. I thought, oh, maybe some bad memories.
No bad memories, Mother.
I was going to...
What?
It doesn't matter.
Yes, it does. Now, we mustn't leave anything unsaid.
I was going to have the playhouse demolished. I talked to Dr. Schweitzman about it, but he said I was not to. Oh, are these your toilet articles?
I know. It's part of his grand design, the complete rehabilitation of Susan Wilcox.
I hope he knows what he's doing.
Well, he's known for a long time now, hasn't he? I mean, he did bring me back to sanity.
Darling, you weren't insane. You were suffering from shock.
Mother, I was catatonic. I didn't speak for 2 years, and I screamed blue bloody murder every time anyone came near me.
Oh, Susan, don't, please.
You know, Dr. Schweitzman says that it's not beyond the bounds of possibility that I might remember the man who attacked me. He says that my failure to recognize him could have been mental rather than action.
I didn't want you to come home. I mean, I wanted you to, of course, but I just didn't think it was such a good idea.
I know he told me. But here I am, and you'll have to make the best of me.
Darling, I love you, and I'm happy and glad that you're home. If I keep this up, my mascara is going to run. All right, what would you like to do now?
Well, I'd like to have a nice long bath and a rest.
Shall I wake you for dinner?
If I'm sleeping, no, please.
All right.
Then I won't ask, Harold. I'll tell you. Now that Susan's home, I will not stand for you drinking, my dear.
Ultimatums at this hour?
I can forgive your drinking, but I won't stand for your drunkenness around my daughter. Where are you going?
What do you care?
Harold had to go away on a business trip for a few days.
Oh.
He asked me to apologize to you for not saying goodbye.
That was a bit sudden, wasn't it?
It happened. Now, what would you like to do today?
Well, I thought that I would wander around and revisit some old memories.
Don't do too much all at once.
Mother, I won't.
If you need me, darling, I'll be right here reading.
See you later. Morning, John.
Morning, Miss Susan. Did you sleep well last night?
Yes, thank you. Your roses, they're really lovely.
Your mother's favorites. Miss Susan.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd better get on with my work.